For the Record Podcast, Mr. the Rockstar DJ.
Make sure my mic is turned on. Rockstar DJ Hugh Holler.
Rockstar DJ K
The
Player.
Rockstar DJ D Money.
Yo, K-Player be legitimately pissed anytime you do that, son. I mean, he about to put them paws on you one day.
I'm about to push the this motherfucker. He keep fucking with my name.
Get your name, nigga.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Getting real around here, man.
Yeah, keep on.
And y'all was worried about me being fucking.
Y'all each other 5 minutes, man.
Keep on, sir.
AK Play, can I get the topics though?
I got all the juice.
Yeah, you
Yes.
do, boy.
AK Play got the juice, boy.
Yes, you do, boy.
Yo, you walked right into that.
You walk right into that shit.
I got all the juice, boy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Never mind these motherfuckers.
Whatever.
Immature assholes.
Oh, when the assholes last week.
I see his fuck K Player week.
Yeah, that's right.
It's fuck K Play an hour. Right? I'll tell
Boy.
you about a week.
Anyway, speaking of that, if
Boy.
you need a beat, fuck with your boy. That's
Boy.
all I'm saying. That's why they
Juice. Lemonade, boy.
Hey man, K Player music.
You need that
Hey,
juice.
nigga, that'd be the dope ass album cover. He had like a lemonade stand set up
Hey,
or some
for real.
shit. It's like the band on that shit said,
This
K
is the
Player
type
got
of
the
shit
juice,
I
boy.
have to deal with.
Woo!
Kicking everybody out of my house, making a beat.
Oh shit.
Sorry, grandma.
I'm getting fat. My stomach, my shirt tight as shit.
Anyway, I'm Rockstar DJ K Player because somebody didn't let me say my full name.
I did, sir.
Yeah,
I waited
sleeves
till you
all
was
in my
done.
underarms and shit. God
Yeah,
damn.
hell yeah.
What
you
the fuck
did.
are you doing?
Nigga 31, bigger as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Getting that dad body.
Fucking washed
It's the
up.
time for your 30s.
Getting that,
Washed
getting that
up.
Jay-Z popping off. See the picture of him and Beyonce?
Hey, I see a lot of Diddy getting
I
fat
sure
too.
did. That shit popped up on my Apple Watch.
Goddamn.
Hey,
I was like, what?
Talking about
This
Beyonce
nigga-
post risque
Hold
fucking
on.
photo, nigga. I sure the fuck they go to XXL.com.
this nigga Hugh Holler is so excited about his fucking Apple Watch.
It's 2 weeks in a row, son.
Apple Watch.
Apple Watch.
According to my Apple Watch.
That is
Got
made by
great
Apple.
sleep because of my Apple
Oh
Watch.
man, another week in a row of great sleep thanks to my Apple Watch.
That's the plug. That's the plug for sure.
Oh my gosh, I got rid of my shit. Snitching.
This podcast is not sponsored by Apple, by the way.
It's definitely
And
not.
it's definitely not sponsored by Hennessy White either.
No, it is not.
Well, you gave it the shameless plug. And it's Hennessy Pure White.
Pure white.
Yeah.
The purest
At
of the
least get it right.
Caucasian.
Pure white. About as white as it gets.
Yeah, more into
It
that
don't get no
later.
whiter.
More into this Pure White later.
We can
Pure
stop
white
talking-
power.
Oh, it's gonna be one of them episodes, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you holla, get back in the goddamn frame.
You fellas want me to take off my mask? You guys want to see my face?
We do this.
Take it off, brother.
I'm gonna just finish my drink because I don't know what the fuck's going on around
I mean,
here.
this shit's so damn strong that your man
Hey,
make
you know
your
what's
fucking
funny?
head explode.
You know what's funny? My about to say we need to stop talking about Hennessy because them niggas ain't about to sponsor shit.
No, they
Ain't
not.
talking about shit.
But one of our topics is Hennessy.
Let's talk about it, B.
Before we get back to that, Jay-Z, holla at us what the do say. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shoot a couple crates our way.
Absolutely.
Hey, yo, Puff in that lane now too. You know?
He with the cognac?
Yeah, Puff got the Ciroc cognac.
It's called Ciroc Cognac?
That
Yeah.
don't even make sense.
It's not
gross.
called Ciroc Cognac.
It can't be
bro.
called Ciroc cognac.
Use your
You just made that
computers.
shit up, nigga.
Yeah.
Man, please look it up because you
don't
made
have
that
laptops.
shit up.
You,
Did he-
yes,
no,
y'all
don't put
got-
that shit in. Why would you put that? It's not called that. It cannot be called that.
Thank you.
As y'all get quiet.
Thank you.
You said, wait a minute.
Thank you.
That shit
Hold on.
popped up.
Thank
Top
you.
3 Google rank.
That shit cannot be
Yeah.
called
Oh, for
Ciroc
real?
Cognac.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a horrible name.
Thank
Diddy.
you.
That shit is
Okay.
not gonna sell.
Whatever.
Well, we don't know what this
shit
is.
goes
That
So,
shit's gonna be like.
This could be a
sell like
misrepresentation.
That shit's gonna be like Amaretto,
Nigga, that shit
nigga.
looks like a fucking concept. Concept bottle I'm seeing, man.
See?
I wanna see somebody drink.
See? Yeah.
Yeah, and this
This
shit is
one looks like
blurry.
a real fucking picture.
Yeah.
This shit over here blurry, fam. I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay.
That don't look like the real
Okay.
deal.
I got one that's like half empty over here. I mean,
Well,
it
why
says-
would he
it
do a
says
tequila
French
with a
brand.
completely different name? He might as well have Ciroc to everything.
No, man, not tequila, cognac.
No, he has a tequila though, but it's not called Ciroc tequila.
He has a tequila?
Yeah. I don't know why
Probably
he
not
called
through
it
Ciroc.
tequila
It's
something
right there.
different.
What is that right there? What is that?
I mean,
up
because
there?
Puff
Over
he
here?
only-
Yeah, what is
Hell
that?
no, that's Grey Goose.
No, that's Grey Goose.
So Puff, he doesn't actually own Ciroc though, right? He's
No, he
probably
has- he
like
has- he has shares in it.
Yeah,
part owner,
I'm sure
majority
he's.
owner.
Yeah, I'm sure he's the. You know, the
Whatever.
front
Some
man.
type of
Well, he's not a front.
ambassador or
Well, I mean,
some
he is
shit.
a front man, but he has like
He got
has
stake in
No,
the
I mean,
he has
I
stake
would
in the company.
assume
Yeah,
instead
yeah,
of
yeah.
paying him a fee to be the front man, they gave him hella shares in the company.
Yeah.
Is what I would assume.
Which is why he's always
Which is a smart thing to do.
Why he's always the top gross.
Yeah, see, he has
hip-hop
he has
earner.
De Leon.
Oh, De Leon. Okay.
Yes, that's Diddy's tequila.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, but that might be different from Ciroc altogether. Like it's probably
yeah, I
not
get
that
that.
distillery and everything.
Also, you think it's Ciroc just trying to jump into the Hennessy lane?
Like yeah, it
basically.
might be
Yeah. Heck
Ciroc
yeah.
making
Hennessy.
cognac,
I mean, yeah,
and then
cognac,
De
my
Leon.
bad.
They probably just bought De Leon because De Leon was around before Puff.
Yeah.
I do know that.
I mean,
So they probably
was-
just bought that.
Ciroc was around before Puff too.
Well, yeah, but it's probably just a different distillery altogether.
So,
Sorry,
like
I
I
see
said, Ciroc got that Henny coming out, dog. You know what I'm saying?
No, they don't have. It's not Ciroc Henny. They got that cognac, is what you mean to say.
Why you say
Hey, you know that's what niggas gonna call this shit though.
Yeah, yeah. let me
You
get
got that Ciroc Henny? Maybe at the bar talking to the bartender. Let me get some Ciroc Henny.
You heard it here first.
It's terrible.
Damn.
Shout out to
Yeah, we gotta do better as a
Nah,
people.
don't. Man, look, I said-
Trendsetter.
Hey, man.
Shout out to Jay-Z, because don't nobody call motherfucking Douce Henny. Nigga.
They
It's
don't.
Douce.
Right.
Get that Douce Henny.
Let me get that Douce Henny. That J Henny. Let me get that J Henny.
Get that J Henny. Yeah, got that. That's somebody rap name in 2 weeks, nigga.
Hey, yo, fam. I need you to listen to my track.
Nigga, I'm J
That
H.
J
nigga. J Henny in the building. What's popping?
Trendsetter.
Hey, let me get the motherfucking topics, man.
You heard it here first.
Man,
I'm sorry.
I had him
Yeah,
up for
but
like 10 minutes already.
Yeah, but we didn't get into shit because we shooting the shit. You look, you can't even find it.
Hey, yeah, I got a lot of shit going. Shit, I don't
Because you
know.
off that Ciroc Henny.
I'm off that. Yeah.
All right, well, apparently, since we can't stop speaking about Henny, I'm just going to get into this as ignorant as I can. Hey, what's up with black people drinking Henny?
Oh God.
I'm just saying, man. No, okay.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
unfold this a little bit.
That was the most niggerish way to introduce a topic.
Pretty much.
What up with black folk and Henny?
What we over there missing?
Hey,
something?
What my good friend Missy Matt is trying to
Yeah,
articulate.
did you fucking just finish eating watermelon?
Yeah. I did, actually.
I bet you did.
You know, but nah, I mean,
Watermelons is good
to
as
me, everywhere you go, it's just niggas just want to order Hennessy. Everywhere they go, like whether it's the club, you know, you in the casino, you know what I mean, on Instagram, you see niggas drinking Henny. I'm like, yo, what's the deal with niggas and Henny? Okay, so, and the reason that I bring it up because I think the shit is gross.
Hey, sidebar.
I don't like the shit.
What the
I
fuck?
don't-
Hey, what's Crown? What kind of?
Whiskey.
No, yeah, it's
What's that, whiskey?
Canadian whiskey.
Okay, cool. All right, continue.
No, but
What you getting at there? What's with
it
the
was-
random
yeah.
question?
No, it wasn't. I'm just saying. I mean,
No,
I
it
don't
was
always know
random.
my whiskeys from cognacs. I'm just saying, instead of order Hennessy, I always give me like Crown Apple or something. But it's not the same shit. So
yeah.
that's
No,
why I just
definitely
want to
not
know.
a
Saying,
cognac.
yeah,
Crown Apple
But
just
I
delicious.
mean, see, that's the thing though. I hate Henny, but I love Crown though. Not only Crown, I love whiskey. You know, so like to
Yeah,
me,
'cause
my go-to
Crown
drink
is
is
stout.
whiskey. So when it comes to like whiskeys, like I can order any type
Hey,
of whiskey.
You see how I
taste
segued
the
that?
difference.
I seen that.
Look,
I seen that.
focus, man.
What?
that was a perfect segue. You see how you just went from cognac to whiskeys and shit. You know,
Oh,
I set
I
it
see.
up.
You-
Yeah, got you, bro.
You just threw a little wrench in my explanation.
I was just trying to tell you how
It's all
dope I
good, I mean,
segued
because
it.
my shit just kind of like circles back though.
Okay.
I'm about to boomerang
I
this
just
shit.
want.
Please, yeah, please, no, please do.
This motherfucking.
I just
Please
wanted you
do.
to segue, give me my credit on my segue that I just did unintentionally.
Okay,
Oh
I don't know
my
what we
God.
segueing into, but okay.
Into whiskey, nigga.
Why the fuck are we talking about whiskey?
What? You were just talking about Crown. and you start to go into whiskey.
You were talking about Crown. I ain't say shit about Crown until you brought up Crown.
No, he absolutely said nothing about Crown.
He was just talking about Crown. Hey,
Nigga, you brought up Crown. I was talking specifically about Henny.
I know, and then
you
just
jumped in and said,
and then you went
what
into
about Crown? I'm like, what the fuck you bring up Crown
I'm
for?
just here for the
but then I'm
Ciroc
saying,
Henny.
but then you continue. Did you not continue to talk about Crown though?
Oh shit!
You said usually I
Ladies
like
and
to order
gentlemen,
Crown because
we have been drinking.
This episode is all
we've
the
been
way
drinking.
Some
We've
of
been
us have
drinking.
been affected more than others.
Was you not just going off on your tangent
Nigga,
about
I
Crown
was
right
not
now?
talking about Crown. You
At
brought
all.
up Crown. I was not saying shit about Crown until you brought up Crown.
Okay, that's my point. That's what I said. It's a perfect segue.
Into
Then
what?
I got you talking about Crown now, nigga.
So you want me to talk about Crown?
Hey man,
Nigga, that was a perfect
them
segue.
ROCKSTARR
Why?
DJz East niggas is crazy.
Yeah, you see me. Shit, let me jump out of this. Shit. That's an internal problem.
Another
I'm just
segue.
saying.
They thought I was gonna be dead on this episode. Nigga, I'm awake. I'm woke. Nigga, I'm woke.
Hey, that shit right there is a family issue. We ain't got nothing to do with that.
Anyway, as I was saying,
Yeah, please continue.
Don't let
I don't even
that's a
remember what we were talking
coastal
about.
thing.
Whiskey or Crown.
You was talking about Crown. Don't let them divide us, man.
They trying to divide and conquer, man. Now we gotta stick together.
Okay, listen. Ultimately, what we're
ROCKSTARR
talking about
DJz East, man.
is why the fuck so many black people enjoy Hennessy, and why is Hennessy their go-to when
know,
there's no
I have-
cultural relation to black people in Hennessy? Like,
No.
where the
See,
fuck?
to me, I think it's just a trend because
Was
people
it-
fall into trends, and it's like almost one of those things where people don't fucking think for themselves. Like, I like what you like. You know, if you like it, I like it too, and shit. Just
Was
like
it
how we talk about how people like talk about like I'm dressing unique, but they all dress the same and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
It's like, you know, you're trying to separate yourself by being like everybody else. So when it comes to the Hennessy, people like Hennessy because everybody that they know likes Hennessy. So
Was
they
it
think
a-
that they like Hennessy
Was it
also.
a rap song?
I don't know. I
was
mean,
it
maybe.
J.R.
I wouldn't be
Smith?
surprised. J.R. Smith. He might as well.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know where black people
J.R. Smith definitely off that.
got.
Henny. He
No,
off that Henny for
J.R.
real.
Smith was out that Bay Area in Game 1. That's why he was tripping, running crazy. But I don't know where black people got Hennessy from. Like,
But okay, all right. So I will give the credit to this also that it's not just black people, but people from all kinds of cultures like specific stuff. So off the air, we talked about you know, like Hispanics, especially Mexicans, like tequila. Fucking Caucasians love Jack and Coke for whatever reason that is. You know,
Which
drinking
Jack-
Jaeger bombs.
What were we
And
saying? Jack Daniels was made by an African American.
it was, but he didn't make it for himself. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? All
He
his,
didn't make it for
all, his
himself.
all the sales. And we talking about today. We're not talking about like fucking 1842.
Just don't misquote
But
shit.
you
'Cause
would
you
think-
about to go off on some.
but you
random
would
ass
think
shit.
like,
No,
all
I'm not.
right, well,
Yeah, you are because it's
a
not
black
true.
dude made
What?
Jack Daniels, then like that
Why
would
are we
be
talking
black
about
people
who made this shit?
drink.
Why are we talking about who made this shit? Who made Patron? Who made Ciroc?
I don't
Who
know.
made Hennessy?
The
Well,
white
we talking
man.
about black people, so a black
Did
person
he?
made Jack Daniels.
What's his name? You know? And the black person did not make Jack Daniels. He was
Yes,
he
he
was
did.
part of the
No, he
Creation.
made
No, actually-
fucking Jack Daniels,
No,
bro.
yeah,
So
no.
who the fuck is Jack Daniels?
No, listen,
Jack
listen,
Daniels.
listen.
Look, like
So,
this, and this is why you gotta quote this shit properly because
Okay.
the recipe for black
A
Daniels.
brother
like,
man.
Jack
black,
Daniels.
for black
Black Daniels.
Nah, that would be you, K player.
Black
Black
Daniels.
Daniels.
New name. Hey, that's my new name. For sure.
Hold on.
Y'all can
Hold
address
on,
me
hold
as
on,
Black
hold on.
Daniels.
My middle name is Daniel too, motherfucker. I'm Black Daniel too.
Was my
motherfucker.
first name, motherfucker. So I got first.
Hey,
I
we're
got
both.
first rights.
If he's Black Daniel, I'm Black
You
Daniel
like
too.
Daniel.
Okay?
We got Black Daniel and Beige Daniel.
Nah, that's Honey Daniel.
Yes, man. Give me
Honey
some
Daniel.
color, motherfucker.
Honey
Give me
Jack.
some color, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
No, but the recipe for Jack Daniels was made by a black man.
Absolutely.
Like the
Really?
people from Jack Daniels acknowledged that, and they acknowledged not they didn't acknowledge that it was a black person that did it. They
No.
acknowledged the specific
Okay.
person who did it.
So
and
why
he was a black man.
Why is it that black people love Hennessy and not Jack Daniels? then?
No, but that is the question. So my question is, if it's a cultural thing, like I can understand why Mexicans love tequila, right? Because it's a cultural thing, right?
What's a cultural thing?
I mean, tequila comes from Mexico.
right.
So you grow up like you
Like it's part of your heritage.
Yeah,
Right.
you
Okay.
got like they
So-
drink tequila. That's
So basically, what
that's
we
where the
tryna
shit
iron
comes
out
from.
is when the fuck Hennessy became part of
Part
our
of-
culture.
Right, so
Like
for,
some nigga-
so the
some
question
Uncle Ruckus
is,
That's what I
spun the
was
wheel.
like
That shit
we
landed
could
on
say
Hennessy.
Mexican heritage and tequila ties together because tequila is specific
I can see
to
that.
Mexico as a region.
Right.
But we got black people that favor Hennessy, but that's specific to France.
Yeah.
So how the fuck does
Right.
that happen? If drinking a certain type of drink is a cultural thing,
Maybe a black
How
dude.
the fuck does that happen?
Maybe a black dude was like, "Hey, this that French shit," and then, and then everybody was like,
Y'all niggas about to get very ignorant.
yeah.
Let's just not. Well, number one, let's not
Man,
act
if,
like
you
there's
if you
no
tune
black
into
people from
For the
France.
Record to like actually learn some shit, you on the
Hello.
wrong podcast.
Yes, please, because there are black people from France. Haiti is whatever from France.
No,
they speak.
no.
They
Let
do
me
speak
stop
French.
you there, sir.
You trying to stretch that shit?
I'm not.
No, yes, no. But the problem is the French tried to take over
Over
Haiti.
Haiti.
It ain't
No.
necessarily like there were black people from
"Oh, they
France.
took Haiti over."
Yeah.
Well, they did, but
colonize.
Haitians
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
put it
But I'm
into that
talking.
shit.
Yeah. But I'm talking about. I mean, I understand. It's like, now you can't say that there's not white people from Africa or whatever. I'm just saying it's black people from France. Like, let's not get it twisted.
No, I mean,
Okay.
well,
I agree
there's
with you.
fucking black people from everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But
exactly. That's all. That was my only point. I was
But
making,
okay,
like,
so true. So does that have any correlation to
Hennessy.
why black people love Hennessy
Absolutely
I
not.
mean, cognac in general? I mean,
What the
obviously Hennessy is a favorite.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
But-
so anyway, so I'm reading up on this shit right now as we speak because we got laptops.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Off the cusp.
you got laptops over here, in case you haven't noticed. So apparently it's some dude. It's like an Irish dude named Killian Hennessy
Yeah.
that lives in France, in Cognac, in France.
Yeah,
matter of
and
fact.
cognac.
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 This thing can't say cognac for shit. He been
Cognac, nigga.
Yeah.
he been mispronouncing this shit
been
since he
nigga.
got here.
Cognac.
I'm been letting
That cognac.
Cognac West.
Cognac.
hey, and that's
Cognac.
that's the reason why niggas love Hennessy.
It's funny because niggas don't even say cognac.
He say cognac.
Every nigga I know says cognac.
So anyway, so this
Except
dude,
for you.
he's from Irish origin and moved to France.
Uh-huh.
He's a founder of cognac. I'm sorry. Cognac. Wait, all right. First off, we're not in fucking France. You know what I mean? You say all kinds of shit wrong.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to liquor.
Okay.
So let's not get started on that. But the even more interesting fact is this nigga was born. This guy
Please.
was born in 19. Look. He was born in 1907,
Yeah.
but died in 2010.
Well, hello.
How the fuck does that shit happen?
I
Hennessy.
mean, fucking vegetarian.
Part
gotta- who
vampire.
gotta calculate-
I'm just saying.
Who got a
drinking
calculator on
that.
this?
Who got calculator?
He been drinking that Henny,
I got
dog.
one on my remote
Right.
control.
Got that Hennessy died.
Oh, you got one on your mocha control?
My remote control. Got one.
How many years is that? Hold on.
That-
I need to-
one
How
on
many
three.
years, really? I thought we was just joking.
That's
It's
it.
103.
They busy really going to the calculator. He said,
Thank you.
"Shit."
It's 103 in 8 months.
Okay. Cool shit. Thank you.
So this
Who's born in 1907 and lives for 103 years,
A
though?
nigga that drink Hennessy.
yeah, that's
White person that
You would think
drink
that's a new phenomenon, like living that long.
Right. It's
Wait,
gotta
how
be a
was it
typo.
103 years if it was? And this is 2000.
Oh, God.
Whatever. Okay. Forget
God.
it.
You talking about me saying cognac?
I'm confused. I'm confused right now.
How is
Isn't that
1907 to
It's
2000?
not like 111.
Yeah, Mizzy, you right.
Am I wrong or am I tripping?
Yeah, you
tripping.
right. No, you right.
It's 2018. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, like if it's.
But he died in 2010, so 2018
He's dead
would be
already. So
irrelevant.
I thought you said
it doesn't
2007.
carry on.
Nah.
Or- I thought you said 7.
Oh.
That's why. That's why.
No,
mad.
1907.
1907 and he died in what?
2010.
Okay. That's I missed the 2010. Calm down. I missed the 2010.
Shut
You
up.
with us? You with us now?
I'm with you now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
fucked
Missy's
up right
caught
now.
up.
Fucked up.
Missy's caught up.
I'm like, if you died this year,
Did you-
how the fuck?
This year, nigga, it's not even 2017.
I know, but that's why I was fucked up. I'm like, nigga, if he died, but I'm putting like the fucking.
Did you carry the one?
7.
Oh shit.
Now you fucking up. Exactly.
man.
I just thought you meant he
You
died.
said 2007.
No, I'm holding on to the 7 or 17. I was holding on to the
Nigga,
7.
let it go, nigga. Let it go.
So I thought it was like an even 100, like in the tens and the tens.
KP, shut
Got
up.
me?
Just let it go.
Just let
I've
it
been drinking. I've been drinking.
go. No, nigga,
Let's
let
move
it go.
forward amicably.
Amicably.
You get my 40-year-old version. Okay, so
Oh shit.
no. Okay, so back to the original question. So
Yes.
obviously,
Nigga, I'm about to ask Google, man. We going here.
black people.
Why
What's
black
the
people
difference
like
between
Hennessy?
2010? Oh.
Why he still holding on to that? Why he still holding on to that? I got it,
Why do black
2010,
people
man.
like
You got.
No, yes.
I gotta ask Google.
Because
Why
okay,
niggas like Henny?
let's take
Google
let's-
answer
let's-
that. I quit.
Let's take a vote. Hugh, do you fuck with Henny?
Hell no, I hate Henny, man. That shit is gross to me, yo.
Mizzy, do you fuck with Henny?
I'm like 50-50. I do fuck with Hennessy, but it's not like my go-to drink.
See, I
All
don't.
right, hold on. I was typing why do black people like Henny on Google, and that shit like self-filled. That shit did the autocomplete. Said, why do black people call each other Monica?
I'm about to.
What the fuck is
Now
that?
my shit popped up. It says Hennessy's popularity is not due to hip hop. The story is much deeper.
Oh God.
No, I would agree with that.
Than that.
Okay, so just to continue it. I don't fuck with hip hop. I mean, I don't fuck with hip hop. What the
Except
fuck?
for that tattoo on your back. All right.
Except for my whole back piece.
That explicitly says hip hop.
Right.
I hate hip hop. I love it.
I don't even know. Yeah, right.
Kanye album.
I hate being bipolar. It's
Play
awesome.
it.
Right.
Play it. Song out.
Kanye album.
I don't fuck with Hennessy. I definitely fuck with hip hop. I live and die for the shit. I don't fuck.
Disclaimer.
I don't even know how that shit came.
Why do black people call each other Monica?
Hey,
I don't fuck with Hennessy.
Hey, K-Play mad at himself right now.
Yeah.
He let that shit come out.
I'm mad all night, fam. I'm about to go punch the wall.
You go LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron
You go
James.
LeBron James this podcast.
You fuck with Hennessy?
Yeah, I rock.
Well,
with,
you
I
clearly
rock
fuck
with the Henny.
Hennessy. So
I only
okay,
rock with the
Order
white
what
Henny
bottle?
though.
we're all drinking Hennessy.
The purest of
tonight.
the white Henny.
We're drinking.
I don't rock with that black
This is
Henny.
a real thing.
We're drinking pure white,
Yeah.
and this is how this conversation.
No, you're saying it wrong. We're drinking pure white.
Yeah, that's what we're drinking.
Pure
Hey,
white Hennessy.
hey, look at this. Look at this ad. It's starting to make sense. There's appropriating that culture.
See, that's the type of shit I'm talking about.
See?
So,
Yeah, we
anyway,
don't drink that
this
black
is how
Henny.
this conversation came about because while we're drinking this Hennessy, we wonder why so many fucking black people favor Hennessy. I mean, I personally, I don't really fuck with Hennessy. I can't really drink no cognac. It gives me a headache while I'm drinking it. Like I could be drinking whatever cognac on the rocks and be getting a headache the same time I'm drinking it.
You know, it's messed up, son. I have like a crazy headache right now as we speak.
And I bet you do.
And that's the shit I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Because everybody just fronting like they like the shit when they really don't.
Okay, so look, an immediate answer. I'm still reading into this thing, but African Americans first documented consumption of cognac during World War II as they traveled throughout France.
That
So
makes
that's number
sense.
one.
I'm telling you, all right, so in layman's term, a black
You
veteran.
only sent black people
And
to
then,
France
oh wait, no,
in
no,
World
no,
War
it's not
II?
even that. And then,
Well,
and
black
then,
people,
no, it
black
didn't.
people did fight down there
Yes,
in
absolutely.
World War II because that's where they sent like the black troops.
So they only
down.
went to France.
For the black
But
troops,
no, and
mostly
then,
went
and
to
then the
France.
appropriation.
and
then they started
Italy.
appropriating our culture because it literally says that right after that, following the war, Hennessy placed advertisement in black publications immediately following that fucking war.
I'm telling
So
y'all.
they were like, shit, they drinking
Yeah,
it.
they
Let's,
like that
let's
shit.
focus.
We know what our market is.
I mean, yeah, I
I'm
guess.
telling y'all, some veteran was like, "Hey, yo, man, y'all ain't got this French shit over here. Nigga. Sip on this Hennessy. They call this shit Hennessy back over in France, and that shit caught like wildfire. I'm telling you,
Hennessy was one of the first brands to feature an ad in famous Ebony and Jet magazines with black models in the 1950s.
Okay, so
It's
they
a
were like
media thing.
proactively targeting the black
Absolutely.
audience. I mean, that makes more sense than anything else.
My
But with
answer make the
that
most
being
sense.
said, I don't fuck with Hennessy.
Right, exactly. To me, that's more reason to break the cycle. Like, you only like this shit because you're told to like this shit. You know, you only like this shit because
Yeah.
everybody else
Man,
likes
y'all
this shit.
tripping. My answer make the most sense. I bet you that's what happened.
What?
I mean, I know it ain't
What happened?
it ain't
What
that
was
we
it?
Well,
tripping. Like
I
I
missed
understand
the
if
fact.
that's what happened. He's saying like if somebody came over from the war, like yo fam, over in France, they over here drinking that Hennessy. Y'all need to fuck with that.
Y'all ain't got that Hennessy, my nigga.
I mean, that's
Tell me
cool,
that's
but
what
if I
happened.
don't fuck with it, I don't fuck with it. Like, you can tell me whatever y'all got over there, that's cool. I don't fuck with this shit, fam. I'm going to stay with my gin.
Look, we
and
like to
my
be on
juice.
that. We like to be
I mean,
on
I
that
can't even be
Lulu.
mad at Hennessy because as I keep reading on, like they were like some of the first to like even take notice and the basically like the leadership that we had and how we like basically like now like we set trends and whatever. So it's basically saying like Hennessy took note of that. It was just about it wasn't only about placing ads in black neighborhoods. The company was also a leader in hiring blacks in ranks of leadership during the height of the nation's civil rights movement in 1963.
That
Hennessy
shit
brought
sound
on
like a publicist wrote it.
no, I mean obviously it's a goddamn article like it's gonna be professional, but like no, basically they're saying they brought on the bronze medalist from the Olympics, Herb Douglas, and basically he was like their sponsor for years and
I
decades.
mean, of course they did. That's like fucking
Yeah.
having Nas right
That's
now.
part of
Absolutely,
That's part
yeah.
of their whole fucking media ploy though. Like in order to,
I mean,
know,
that's-
like, make it,
That's spin. They just trying to spin that shit to
I
lift
think this
themselves
was written by a black person, so
Probably.
how can you tell the race of the person by reading the article? So.
because it has their fucking name and shit.
What's his name?
It's her number one, Bianca
Oh,
Holman.
Bianca, black lady.
Yeah,
for sure.
He
He did that.
I get it out.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's
So
white-
we out here
it's
stating
white-
facts or whatever.
It's
Shout out
white
to
people
Bianca.
named Bianca.
Her name is Ebony Johnson. Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, I mean, I'm not mad at it. I mean, Hennessy has been basically placing their stamp on our culture for shit long before we were here.
Hell yeah.
I mean, but do they do that now? Like, I don't know. I don't
Yeah, they-
necessarily
you just
pay
said it. They
attention
got
to
Nas.
Hennessy. I mean, I didn't mean that literally. Is Nas really? I
Nas
know
Yes,
he's
absolutely.
With,
Nas
is a rep.
he's
Yes.
with Hennessy.
Absolutely.
Okay, I knew he was with
does-
cognac,
does
but I didn't know.
voiceovers and all that shit for Hennessy. Yeah, he definitely is.
I don't know. I thought
Nas is a Hennessy rep.
Yeah, absolutely. And even
Man, that's crazy because I remember Nas was like, man, I don't want to be a part of no liquor.
Look, man, the check, bro.
I mean, you got to get the money. Hell yeah, you got that child support.
I mean, and they even did like.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I think back because even when I was on a street team at a radio station, like they had like the Hennessy models for a long time. So like they sent Melissa Ford out years ago to do their Hennessy stuff, and
So they're specifically targeting the black audience.
They know what
Absolutely.
it is.
So that's what it is then. That's the answer to our question. The reason that niggas love Henny
It's
is
because,
because
they
you're
told
told to. Because they tell you
don't
this is
say
what you're going to
told
like. I mean, it is.
I mean, that's what they're
that's
directly
what's
marketing
happening.
to the black audience.
yeah, but
Right.
that sounds like in a negative light. Like if they ain't never did nothing, if we can't find no races or nothing behind the shit,
We're
then
not
why,
talking about
how you gonna be
racism
mad
at
them
all.
for
Yeah, yeah,
finding their
okay, but-
market?
We're talking
Okay.
about target marketing, though. You know,
Yeah,
I
oh,
mean,
yeah, it's target
we're talking about target marketing versus what your body genuinely likes. You know, like for me personally, I know I can't drink Patron in particular. You know, I don't like tequila, but
But even-
specifically Patron. I cannot drink the shit because of how my body reacts every time that I
But
take
even
the shit. It like
Patron.
shuts me down. So you got to take notes to like what works for you, what don't. Some people like sativas, some people like indica. You know,
I-
I mean,
I
it depends
think-
on what works
Yeah.
for your body.
But I
you know,
genu-
but
I
it's,
genu-
so don't tell me that everybody likes Hennessy.
No, not everybody, but I feel like a mass amount of people like Hennessy.
But even Patron, like,
But this is why.
nobody even thought about Patron until one line in one song, and then before you know it,
Yeah,
everybody
Usher,
went
you know,
crazy.
take shots
Yeah,
of Patron
yeah,
in the song.
yeah.
You know,
Now
I mean,
everybody like Patron. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
which seems to have
See,
like fallen
what
off
I'm saying
like, over
though
time,
is like
thank you.
the conversation I feel like
Shit's
we're
disgusting.
having is kind of like in a negative light, and it ain't like what was the shit that Jay-Z like?
I'm not.
What was the champagne that the motherfucker ended up being?
Cristal.
racist as
Oh,
shit?
Cristal.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they ain't had no shit like. I can't really be mad at somebody who's never, you know,
I
what
mean,
I'm
that was
saying?
a-
Invested in the black community.
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
Like, hey,
like-
family, I ain't want no part of that shit.
Right, exactly. Like at least
And
they
to
were
me-
proactive about the shit.
To
like,
me, the
man,
purpose of this conversation is to just recognize why you like something. and kind of like in a way while you have to question why do you do the things that you do. If you don't think about it, you're just gonna continue to do the same shit without ever thinking about the shit.
I think all of us.
Like, when we talk about Cristal, people like Cristal because it was kind of like a representation of wealth. It's like I've made it, I've got money. Look, I can afford Cristal. This is the shit that the rappers be talking about.
But Cristal was like,
but the shit could be fucking gross.
Why you niggas drinking our shit?
I don't think
watering down our brand.
Y'all not supposed to be wealthy.
See, but my whole thing is I don't think that Hennessy is gross. Let me get that out there right now. I do not think that Hennessy is gross. I think cognac is strong for what I like in alcohol, period. Like we just said, talking about the difference between whiskey and cognac. Like I'd rather a whiskey over a cognac, and that's period. Across the board. We're not just talking about Hennessy alone. We're talking about Cavassier. We're talking about, what is it, Remy Martin. We're talking about any type of cognac I'm not particularly a fan of. And that's us on this panel as drinkers. We are not usually a cognac drinkers, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at people who do like Hennessy because if you actually like cognac and you like Hennessy, I can't be mad at. I feel like there's a large amount of people out there who actually like Hennessy, you know what I'm saying?
Which is great, and that's why they stay in business. But if you do like Hennessy, just question why is it that you like Hennessy? Because
absolutely.
I like cognac, just not necessarily Hennessy. You know, like shout out to 20 grand because I buy those things. Like I keep it in stock in my crib. You know, that's a cognac.
That's 20 grand.
Yeah, shout out my man Joe with 20 grand too, man. You know, but I keep that shit in my crib, but it's because I like it, you know, because I like how it make me feel. Like I sip on it, it makes me like just go into chill mode or whatever, you know. But when I drink Hennessy, like I'm making faces every time I drink the shit, you know what I mean? Like, the shit go down like kind of rough or whatever. I feel like I gotta brush my teeth. You know?
Hey, I don't know why, but
but that's just me.
My immediate memory went to Save the Last Dance.
What?
Elaborate.
Well, he was trying to teach her how to dance. He was making the faces and stuff.
And she was trying to do them moves.
Like,
You gotta feel it.
That's where my mind went. I don't know why.
That movie was
Talk about appropriating the culture.
Yo, I was in college in Utah when that shit came out. All them bitches had that movie.
You was that dude.
You
Was
was
like,
that-
you kind of look like a old boy from.
Nah. I wasn't that dude. I was not trying to teach the bitches how to dance, but
Hey,
they all
you know you was damn well like
they all had the movie.
do it like this, baby. You come back at me and I'm coming at you.
Hell yeah.
And two. No, I was But all the bitches that had that movie.
Hey, D Money was out there teaching bitches how to heal so nigga.
Gotta do the clown walk. You got clown walk.
Did you say the clown walk?
Hey, real shit, man. I
God.
went to UNLV and I was on campus during that time. And anytime they see niggas, all they want them to do is fucking crip walk and shit. You know what I mean? Like, let me see your crip walk. You know, you could be the worst crip walker on the fucking planet. And they
You was so cool
cheering.
if you knew how to do that shit.
That shit used to be annoying to me because I'm like, fam, nope. Well, I'm not a crip.
Yeah, I'm not a gang member.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna do it.
I don't want nobody to think that.
I don't think you understand.
I was the crip walking king.
See, that's all
And then
bad.
Snoop Dogg was like, anybody crip walking puts on site. I was like, yeah, I'm retired.
Hell yeah, nah.
There'll
That
be
shit,
no more crip walking.
You was
for
in
me.
Utah though, man. You could have kept that shit going, man.
yeah. And how the
Memorize
Utah crip walking movie. No, that shit was not a game, so I was
Been in
like,
the
nah, I'm
fucking
cool.
news.
Yeah,
Utah
Get
crip.
caught doing that shit. Got to answer
Shot
for
to
it.
death in front of a
Right,
76 station.
Hey, where you from, cuz? I was just dancing.
I was not trying to be that dude.
Shit just got real.
Yeah, no,
Right,
not
hell
me.
no.
I retired.
Anyway, in closing, shout out my man Killian Hennessy. You know what I mean, for putting niggas on.
Absolutely.
And making a killing at that shit.
Well, I don't think he put niggas on, but shout out to whoever took over.
I mean, the
Hennessy.
motherfucker lived forever, so I mean, yeah.
Yeah, what are you, 103? Yeah, shit.
God damn, I don't want to live to 103. Like about 92, 93.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
take
like,
me
all right,
now,
yeah,
please.
All right.
Don't
That's
work no
enough.
more.
I don't know. He may
God
have been,
damn.
He may have been one of the
might have been
active
kicking.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, shit, he may have been the
Nigga
man.
doing mad push-ups.
Yep.
I don't know, man. You talking
seeing-
about
I'm seeing
1907?
Yeah, but if he lived to 2000,
10.
1907? Okay, so
1907 to 2010.
yeah.
man.
Yeah, so shit, if he lived past 95, shit, he was
Man.
in the game with technology and everything.
Hell nah. Them motherfuckers on that steak and potatoes diet back then. and shit. I mean, everybody's like, oh, fat buff.
Goulash.
I mean, you
Hell
looking at
yeah.
me?
Hey, but I mean, while we speaking on fucking appropriation of liquors and black people drinking shit that ain't got nothing to do with black people, I mean, we could talk about music.
Absolutely. So, artists love to appropriate other
Yes.
cultures because the sound is hot. I mean, we have a direct,
I feel like that's been going on forever though.
you feel like it?
Yeah.
I mean, right now it's really bad because it's like,
I think it started like what D Money's referring to is probably like Sean Paul and shit. Everybody
No,
think
no,
Sean
no, no.
Paul's a white guy.
nah.
No, I'm
wait, what? People thought Sean Paul was a white guy?
Sean Paul, he's a fucking white guy. With
Nah,
speaking
like-
completely.
in person, he does not sound Jamaican.
I'm going all the way back to like doo-wop.
That's
You know
new.
what I'm saying?
That's news to me.
Yeah. Never heard
No,
of
I could see how
Allegedly.
people was like
Well, yeah.
Sean Paul's like a fake Jamaican, but I mean I'm way
I
back
didn't
to
know
like
people said that.
doo-wop.
Hey,
Like
Never thought that.
shout out to Doo-Wop, man.
Wasn't Sean Paul in Belly or something
Was
like that?
Nah,
Yes.
he wasn't in Belly.
I think he was when they went to Jamaica. Boy, he was
Sean
the one
Paul.
performing.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
Sean
sure.
Paul was performing.
Absolutely, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, he
His
was
guy is really
performing,
from Jamaica.
Yeah. Remember when they tried to get in and girls twerking on the front door and shit?
Yeah, I don't
Like, Sean Paul
know
has
that you can
always
call
been
Sean
from
Paul a
Jamaica,
fake
like-
Jamaican. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I get it. He crossed over and he was like the biggest Jamaican at the time.
I mean,
look
listen,
that
He's
shit up.
super,
Sean
super
Paul.
light skinned, but
If you
If
look
he
up the
appropriated
keyword Sean
Jamaican
Paul
culture,
and fake
God
Jamaican,
damn it.
goddamn good job.
a goddamn good job.
no, well I mean you know
Because
Jamaica used to be an English.
if I play an hour of dance
Jamaica
hall,
used to be a whatchamacallit, a Great Britain. So
Well,
you know what I'm saying? So it was white people over there and they intermixed.
No, there's definitely white
Yeah.
Jamaican. Don't get it twisted.
yeah.
There's definitely white Jamaican.
So-
It's definitely, and that's what people don't understand.
and they with it too. you
I mean,
know?
I don't know white Jamaicans, but I know Jamaicans that's as light as Sean Paul.
Yeah.
And they ain't,
I mean, and let's not get it twisted. We
hey,
talking about,
don't tell them they ain't Jamaican
Yeah.
because they light skinned.
Hey,
like
no.
I don't.
And it's not
I don't even want to be around them. They them type of Jamaicans. You're like,
Look.
hey fam, I'm holler at you. Just hit me on the phone. Like, I don't even. Yeah, you know they. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And what people gotta understand,
Some of the Jamaicans is like the nicest people in the world too.
I mean,
No,
absolutely.
facts. No, I know some
Absolutely.
cool ass Jamaicans.
But what people don't understand, the islands are completely different. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like all together, because my grandmother's Belizean and she's like she could pass as a white lady. You know what I'm saying? Like if she were to
call
color
that
her
passe
hair,
blanc.
like absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And everybody always thought that she was definitely way more fair skinned. Like. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the islands is definitely different. And everybody has the islands mixed up, period. It's not only Jamaica. Like, it's funny because my sister just posted this because my mom is Jamaican and Belizean. Her dad is Guyanese.
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously my mom is Jamaican. So, she's Guyanese
shit.
and Jamaican. So, I mean, my family, and then, like I said, my grandma's Belizean. So, my family is completely from the
Like
fucking
West
islands.
Indies.
Like,
Yeah.
but people are so confused about the damn islands. So, it's funny because my sister posted this because everybody is so confused about the islands. Like Guyana is not. What is it? Ghana Guyana's not Ghana. Barbados.
Well, yeah, I think people
Barbuda
think
and
that's in
Bermuda
Africa.
are separate islands. Trinidad, Tobago is one country. Tobago is pronounced Tobago.
Yeah.
People mispronounce that shit all the time. Grenada is not Grenada. Yeah, it's two completely different things. Haiti is part of an island. Like everyone,
Hispaniola.
and then everyone from the Caribbean with an accent is not Jamaican. Like everybody automatically thinks because
Caribbean.
Like, oh, shit, you
my bad.
Jamaican? Yeah.
Hey, everybody thinks because you're
Yeah.
if you're from the islands and you got an accent, you're from Jamaica. Like
The
no,
West Indies, man.
Yes. Yes, it's definitely West Indies. You also got like stuff like the Cayman Islands, and then that doesn't even go into the Latin portion of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the islands is a huge thing. We're not even talking about like even stuff that's far away from that, like the Philippines and all these things are different islands. They're not technically Asian, and you know what I'm saying. This island culture is different.
So how do y'all feel about artists like now?
But you know what?
Wait, hold on. Let me speak on what I just read about Sean Paul though.
Since we're using our laptops,
While it's still here, since I got my laptops wide open right now with Wi-Fi, let me. All right, so his wiki page says Sean Paul was born in Kingston, Jamaica, to his parents Garth and Francis. His mother is a well-known painter, irrelevant. But his paternal grandfather immigrated from Portugal.
Yeah.
And his paternal grandmother was Afro-Caribbean.
Okay.
his mother is of English and Chinese Jamaican descent. So with all these different cultures mixed
Race
into him
mixing.
is what
Makes him
gives
look the way he
that
looks, yeah.
looks. But he was actually born in
Jamaica.
Kingston.
Yeah,
In
born
Kingston.
in Jamaica. He's Jamaican.
Yeah, so he's Jamaican. He just doesn't have Jamaican blood in him. He was just raised in that culture, which is why he's able to legitimately speak the way the Jamaicans speak and
Patois and all that stuff. He's
and
Jamaican.
culturally appropriate the Jamaicans.
His culture. He's not culture. He's from Jamaica.
Yeah.
He grew up in
The
Jamaica.
nigga's Chinese. That's what I drew from that. Motherfucker's Chinese, all right? Point blank, period.
I actually take that doo-wop part back. Like,
I'm about to say, I didn't even know what that meant. So
Yeah,
I'm glad
yeah.
we moved away from that.
I had to think about it for a second.
He might just be talking.
I didn't even know what that meant. So
Wait, what? I
All
don't
right,
even
now that's
remember.
slander.
Yeah.
We got
Nah,
that
I was thinking like
well, people have been like
people
uh,
been
I thought he said
appropriating
doo-wop.
culture,
and the
doo-wop
sounds, yeah.
from doo-wop, but I was really more thinking people adopting a popular sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A popular sound at the time and running with it. You know
Yeah.
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
that's definitely a trend for sure.
yeah.
People
Trying to
like
Yeah,
adopt
adopt
it.
I mean,
But-
that was more.
But what
internal.
y'all, that was internal.
Yeah.
But what
I mean-
y'all are talking about is
Yeah, it's appropriating a whole
Like
culture.
across
I mean, because
Yeah.
I mean,
nations.
okay, so I'm not gonna totally shit on what you said because you're actually 50% right. Because no,
totally shits on what you just said.
no, because he's actually 50% right because people,
I feel you.
people like to adopt.
In other words, you're half wrong.
Yeah, no,
Right.
he is half wrong. He said it. He said
yeah.
I take it back. That's what he said.
Okay.
Yeah, so but he's actually
Right.
50% right because what
You owe him 5
people do
minutes.
now, what they've been doing is whatever's popular, people want to imitate, and that's what they want to do.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think it makes it a lot worse when it's actually from somewhere, like
Somewhere
it's a culture,
else.
and it's actually all they know, like
Right.
Jamaican
Yeah.
and
Like, they're
reggae.
being
That's an
100
actual
to
like
themselves.
yeah, like they're not over there singing American song, like that's
Yeah.
their culture.
Right.
Like you go in there, there's still bands, there's all this. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah.
whole
They
don't
culture
even like-
and sound and music.
they don't even
right?
like American music.
Yeah, exactly. Like
know?
that's what they come from. So like that's different when you adapt that sound because it's popular. Because now you're appropriate. Like basically, it kind of is like doo-wop, but I would take over like Motown and stuff like that. When black people were making their songs and taking it to the labels, and they would give it to the white group.
What a white group.
Yeah, and it's like
still
and they
redo
put their
it.
spin
It's
on
added
it.
back,
Yeah,
it's the same
exactly.
thing.
And it's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like y'all niggas don't even
and
sound
they will
right
like
doing
go
this shit.
like multi-platinum.
Yeah, exactly. Like
you
I
know.
mean, that's what it's more like. So that's why I said you're like half right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it definitely has happened, especially with our culture, like with whoever else. I don't want to just. I hate shitting on white people because it's not. I feel like it's reverse racism sometimes. How hard motherfuckers go on white people. I get it, where we came from and all that. I don't even want to get in that topic, but I'm just saying. It definitely happened back then, especially I'm thinking about the Motown era where motherfuckers would come in, they would want to, audition and sell these songs, and then the label would take it and give it to a white
Well, it was
group.
like before that. It was like rock and roll, like the rock and roll.
Yeah.
Like
Chuck- rock and roll,
Chuck
yeah.
Berries
Absolutely.
versus the Beach Boys.
Beach Boys, yep.
And like the Elvis thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, I feel like that's
Or the
happening
originator
again,
of rock and
and I
roll.
feel
Yeah.
like it's bad because there's a bunch of people out here trying to sound like they're from the islands, and they're not. I mean, I get it, it's cool. It sounds cool to y'all, but motherfuckers who actually from the islands or their family are from the islands, it kind of makes us like turn our noses up at y'all. Like, bro, you don't even come from, and most of them don't even come from that background. Like, you ain't even got that background, my nigga. Like,
Right,
like you
so-
have no ties to the islands whatsoever.
So yeah, so what we talking about now is pretty much the
island sound.
rise
Yeah.
and popularity of the island sound in popular music now.
Which I would say probably the father of that would be Drake. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably had like the biggest crossover record. You know what I'm saying? Using that sound and vibe. But I don't even really want to call him. Okay. I really don't want to all the way call him like appropriating a culture because he's from Toronto, Canada, where it's heavy Caribbean influence culture in that city already, and it's like a world renowned culture that they embrace all those cultures together. You know what I'm saying? So I could see him kind of getting that vibe from up that way because it's so much West Indian
he
Caribbean
has somewhat
culture.
of an influence.
Yeah, it's so much of that
Yeah.
already in
I mean,
Toronto.
and it's different from him because I think. See, with me, with me, it's weird because, like I said, I mean, I know on this side of the table we have like island background, so it's still kind of weird to me. But at the same time, and when while Hugh's over here humming and stuff, I mean, I don't know Drake's background. Obviously, I know him, but I don't know what the fuck goes on in Canada.
He's
honestly.
Jewish.
He is Jewish.
But like,
hold on.
He's definitely
No,
Jewish.
hold on.
Fuck all that.
No. Because
just saying.
no, because that
Nothing wrong with
and he wrong for saying that because nigga, we from Brooklyn, bro. Like, don't
Okay.
even the Jewish shit is not null and void because there's black Jews in Brooklyn like a motherfucker, and they still grew up in the same culture we grew up in. Am I right or am I wrong?
We talking about Drake though. You know
But I get that. But what I'm saying is I don't know what the fuck goes
I'm
on
not
in
talking
Canada.
about people in general. I'm talking about.
But
I'm saying
that
you say
is-
he's Jewish, but
but
I'm
that
saying
is
it's like
what-
it's busy.
like,
There's nothing but
because you
Jews
said you
in
didn't know his
Brooklyn.
background. You
But
know,
no. I'm saying his back. When I'm talking about his background, I don't know what the fuck goes on in Canada. I don't know if there's actually Caribbean people.
No,
Yeah,
it is.
and then
I
going
don't
back to
know.
what you
Because
said,
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
being
Because, like,
from the East Coast though, I mean, like me, my background is 100% Nigerian.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have a past just from being from the East Coast because all my best friends from there is either Jamaican or Puerto Rican. I don't have a past to just start making Jamaican music
No.
just because I know motherfuckers who's Jamaican.
But you
know?
trying to tell me you never
But you can
copied
fall
an
in
accent
love
or
with
nothing like that? Like,
and you
I
can
want
be
to appropriate the
influenced
shit.
by
If I
it.
did the shit, like it'll be like either out of fun, but never.
yeah,
like,
but that's what I'm saying. Though.
trying
But
to
Never out of
pretend to be
financial
something
gain.
that I'm not.
But that's what I'm saying though. But if you're influenced, that's what I'm saying. I don't know about Drake. I'm not. Once again, I'm not.
I would
fucking
never be
sticking up for
influenced
Drake.
enough to it to the point to where I feel like this is me or I have a past to take their culture and try to make some money.
I
off
can
the shit.
respect that.
No, I
But
mean I
some-
can respect that too, but I'm saying on Drake's end, if I grew up around that and I'm familiar with it, and my friends were any type of Caribbean, and then I become this industry person and I'm around these people, because don't get it twisted, Drake didn't just jump in it and started doing like he had Popcorn and all these motherfuckers on his records and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually mixed with these dudes or whatever, and if they feel okay with him, like, all right, man, like obviously. I mean, I know Caribbean motherfuckers, they don't play no games. Obviously, if they felt comfortable enough, like, man, you came from this or whatever, and you can talk like this and you can do this, then I'm okay with it, then I feel like he has some credit in that.
Well, I can see
Just
them-
because I know where
I
I'm
can
from.
see them not minding Drake though, because it's a mutual game. Like, all right,
Well, yeah, that too.
It's Drake, and he
That
gonna,
too. I mean,
he
my-
gonna
my-
expand my
He gonna
audience.
shed some light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My more problem with it is when it's becoming poppy and motherfuckers who don't have no connection to it whatsoever
Yeah.
are
To me,
starting
it's
to
just
make
like
it
the lack of authenticity, though. You know,
There we go. That's.
like,
I mean,
I
that's a
don't-
perfect way to.
like,
That's
I
a
don't,
perfect way to. Put
I
it.
don't mind people actually doing the music and if they make good music out of it, it's like great. If people appreciate it, great. If if whatever culture it is that they're appropriating, you know, gives them a pass and say like, oh yeah, that sounds pretty cool, then great, you know. But to me, it will never be authentic, you know.
Yeah, and my whole thing is what I don't take from it is, like I said, I mean, if you got roots to it, cool, and then it's a lot of people doing it just to do it with no, like, at least Drake will feature people like Wizkid and Popcorn and
True indeed. True indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he at least-
He
You know
showed
what I'm
love to
saying?
the. He
Like,
showed love to the culture.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
some
so
people
yeah,
out here
love.
doing it with just
I mean-
them, and they have no.
Yeah, like
when
no
you get on
features.
that fucking Malibu's Most Wanted type shit, you know what I mean? To where you're just completely taking the culture and making it yours, where it has nothing to do with your background, where you're from, how you was raised.
But he
or-
felt it. you
yeah,
know?
I mean, yeah, he
You can
definitely
feel it
felt
all
it.
you want to.
Yeah, he did that.
V Rad G
but
from
it
Boo.
would never, it would never, it would never be
that was
authentic,
him.
man. You know what I mean? And then so to for one, monetize the shit and take that money away from people who this is their actual culture and this is what they're doing, and they're trying to introduce that culture to the general population.
Yeah.
And so once you start, you know, pretending to be something that you're not, you know, I mean, you're kind of like making it harder on the people who is only working with what they know and what's real to them.
Yeah.
You know, meanwhile, you can just continue doing what you're doing. You know, I mean, when you listen to music, you want to hear some realness. Yeah. So when you hear people like faking this shit, I don't know how else to put this shit, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
They're faking this shit.
I mean, what I really can't take is them trying to push it into the pop culture, because reggae music has never been pop whatsoever.
And you know, but don't get me wrong. I
In no
love
shape or form.
I love the fact that people are bringing reggae
never.
music to
Never.
pop culture.
No, because if they wanted to be pop, they would have been pop. Reggae
But
music
they-
has
Well,
never
well,
tried to
okay,
get
okay.
pop.
The appropriators make it pop.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm saying. I hate that
I
because
see what you're
reggae
saying.
music has never gone in that direction.
Authentic reggae
because
artists
reggae,
aren't
and
concerned about
and
pop.
what you got to understand is this is not the first time this music has been big. We got to think about what's his name, Beanie Man. Beanie Man was huge at one point in time in like the late 90s into the early 2000s, and we talking about all that dance hall took off back then, and it never moved that way. It never moved towards the pop culture. You know what I'm saying? Like it was always still another form of
huge on the East Coast though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huge on the
It's
East
always good. It's huge on the East Coast, right?
mean,
It's
it
never
was
not been
kinda-
huge on the East Coast.
It was
Like,
kind of some bad.
But why is that though? You got to question it though. The reason why is because most of the people from the islands are still on the East
Coast, absolutely.
You know, so like they appreciate the music because this is their actual heritage. You know, so they can appreciate it. So when they hear it, it's like this is the type of music that I grew up listening to.
Right.
This guy who's rapping right now speaks the exact same way my mother speaks. This is my background. If I do a 23andMe or a DNA test, you know, like this is what it's gonna come back with because this is really where I'm from. So to me, it kind of brings people it kind of like brings people back to like where they're from though. You know, I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. That's why I can't respect. Like that's the thing. I mean, I get appropriation is gonna happen. I just can't stand when people try to turn it into something that's not. Like, and it's never been pop.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I
you
can't
can't just
take
be,
the pop part of it.
You
Like,
can't just be like a fucking regular artist and you are paying attention to trends and notice that a certain style of music is trending and then all of a sudden want to jump into that trend of music because that's when it comes across as inauthentic. Like, yo, fam, we don't want to hear this shit from you.
All this Latin music is popping right now. Watch how many niggas start speaking Spanish and shit.
I mean, it's already been happening.
It's already.
Stop speaking
It's
Spanish and
already.
shit.
It ain't
on,
even
though.
that. Like everybody, like Latin remix. Like
Yeah,
Like
you
all
can't speak
of a
Spanish, you
sudden,
gonna throw
all of
J
a sudden,
Balvin
y'all
on
think
the
this
shit
shit is
or-
important.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Like that, but that's always been a game. It's always been happening. It's like, oh, what's the trend? And a lot of that though, you can blame on the labels. You know, because
Well,
they just
everything.
trying
That's
to
up to
Blame
the
on
people
the
to
damn
decide.
labels.
what's
Yeah,
gonna-
that's
I mean, at
facts.
the end of the day, the people decide. But at the same time, those labels see a trend, and they
Yeah, but if
tend
they
to
can make
sway.
if they can make
They
a dollar
tend to
off it,
sway.
They gonna do it.
they
They
do
tend to
it.
sway their artists in that way. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, no, definitely. I mean, but that's like a back and forth. The labels is gonna do whatever's gonna make them a profit. As an artist, you gotta stand up and be like, bro, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
cool on that.
you try. That's like career suicide in some people's cases. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it's like inauthentic all the way through. Like,
Right.
that don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but I mean that kind of segues into like terrible songs. Because, I mean, that's what it turns into me. Like, you trying to appropriate this culture. You trying to make a reggae-type vibe song or that island-type vibe song, and that's not your lane. It's most likely going to be a terrible song.
Fuck
9
man,
times
man.
out of 10.
Terrible song.
So we go transition to that, man. What's some songs that y'all feel like are terrible songs, but you may or may not still like?
I know a terrible song that I hate.
I want you to get into it because not everyone hates it.
Whatever, okay? The song is terrible. It's Tigers.
Don't be dumb. Hey,
Whatever.
let me stop
Put
you
the
there,
lime
brother.
in the coconut and twist. I don't even know the name of the song.
He
That's how bad it
only
is.
saying that because that's a terrible
know the
song
hook.
that I like. I like that shit. I don't give a fuck what
That
D Money
fucking
talking
song
about.
is
Fuck D
terrible.
Money
I hate that
and his
song.
opinion on the song.
Whatever.
Okay,
The song is terrible.
I'm putting my lime in the coconut and I'm mixing it all up.
Yeah, that
Shout
shit
out
is-
to Tiger on that.
shit is- yeah, you and only you, player. That shit is terrible.
And you know what? And that's fine.
Whatever. That
That's
shit's
fine.
horrible.
You talking about old time?
I mean, whatever you
It's
feel.
up
Just in
there.
general.
Just in general, yeah. Throw it out there.
It's up there.
I tell you what though. So
I'm trying to remember the artist from back in
okay.
the
So
day.
for me,
You know what I like?
Yeah,
You know what
sometimes
song? What were you gonna say?
This dude.
Hold on, let me go first. Number one, I hate
You
it.
motherfucker, you gonna ask me?
sorry.
All right.
Hey, what song you got? Let me go first.
Number one. I'm with D Money, but not as harsh. That fucking song is terrible. I hate
First
it.
of all, why are y'all even discussing my song? That's my song.
Nigga, because
y'all
I'm the song
talk,
he picked.
y'all
He
talk
did not
about
write the
no.
song.
He
Yeah.
picked the song he hated.
Yeah.
so
that's
you
not
think
even
song
the
is
topic.
terrible, but you still like it?
I fucking hate that song.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, as long as you admit that it's terrible. It's
No,
just-
no.
it's
In
big.
general, obviously, general conception. Or the,
No,
the
no.
general
do you,
consensus.
Do you feel like it's terrible and you still like it?
Clearly, I like the song. I
But
think
do
the
you
shit
feel like
is-
it's terrible? You can like a song
Nah,
and think
shit
like,
is dope.
Okay,
But everybody
then,
thinks
okay.
shit.
You
But
lied.
everybody
Well,
think. Okay, I think it's terribly awesome. I would say.
Same shit. You think it's terrible, but you like
yeah,
it.
because what I'm saying is, I can understand if somebody's like, "Yo, this shit is terrible."
Yeah.
Hey, shit, I feel you, fam. I fuck with it though.
You know what?
But he don't even like it. Like he
No.
he hates it.
Yes.
So that shit is not a pick.
We
for
know
him.
D Money.
Yes, he just took my whole song. That's not even a pick for him because he don't like it. So that doesn't even answer the
fucking hate
question,
that
D Money.
song.
Right.
I said you may or you may not like.
Thank you.
Well, that ain't the
You want
goddamn.
you want another
that
song?
Ain't the goddamn topic.
Go ahead.
You want another song? That's Sagat, Funk That. And I don't know if y'all remember that song, but it was the stupidest ass song. And he'd be like, yeah, funk that. Like
no,
this
that
stupid
shit
beat
sound
play.
But you
He-
liked it?
Lightweight, yeah.
You know what song I thought was
He
terrible,
said,
but
Lightweight.
everybody
fuck
liked
with
it was Iman.
Fuck
Fuck
you.
it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. I don't want you back.
Hey.
That song was fucking horrible.
I don't remember that song.
Wait, fuck
Fuck
what you
it,
talking
you
about?
hoe. I don't want you back. What are you talking?
Oh, that song?
Hold on. What
That
are you
song-
talking about? That shit was dope.
That's the slow song. That shit was horrible.
That shit was horrible.
That
That,
shit
was
was horrible.
terrible. What are you-
That shit was dope.
That
shit was horrible.
And
But
a
it was
girl came
amazing.
out with a response to that
Yes,
joint.
she did.
And
Which
that
is
shit was
even
dope.
more-
No, that shit was
No.
that shit sucked. What was the Amanda Perez song?
Which one? Angels. I
Angels.
cry. Which,
Angels was
which
dope.
one you want to pick?
Fuck what y'all talking about? Don't be talking about
every one of her songs was terrible. But
That shit was hard. Y'all should be some fucking hate.
Amanda Perez is terrible.
Amanda Perez
That
is just
shit
a horrible
terrible.
artist.
I fuck with Amanda.
Fuck
Perez.
And I feel bad because her manager hit me up like a couple years ago. I was like, man, I really want to bring her to
shit.
Vegas. Not under my name, you know?
Yeah, you did.
I won't be throwing my name behind
Every
that.
Baja Man song in general is terrible.
Oh, man.
Every.
Yes.
Hey, had more than
And I
one?
ain't even heard all of them. But they all fucking terrible.
You over here searching like a motherfucker.
Hell yeah, he is.
I'm trying to
You been
figure out-
Okay, but okay, the
You
key
know what
is
helped me out?
we gotta
Figure out
talk
what
about
year
the
this song
we
come
gotta
out
talk about
from.
the songs we like that was terrible, not
my
just
bad.
random ass terrible songs.
Iman, I like
There
that
it
song,
is.
but it was fucking
I,
horrible.
shit, I fucked with it. I
So
thought that
look,
shit was dope.
All right, so I found an artist. I mean, I found a song that I
He hyped it a
artist.
motherfucker. You know, wait till y'all hear this.
I
got one.
All right, maybe because this song has been in my fucking head for 25 years.
Shut up.
God damn.
like no lie. All right, there was this dude
Damn, you was
named
10 years old, nigga?
Right. Okay, talk to me.
Yeah, I was like 10 years old. When
All
that
right,
shit
talk
came
to
out,
me.
but it's just been in my head ever since. All right, and nobody else really fucks with this dude. And all right, let me just get into it. There's this dude named Lindell Townsell.
Oh goddamn! You
know what I'm
lost
talking
me
about?
already.
You whoop my ass.
Yeah.
All right,
Whoop my ass.
Exactly. Don't nobody know this motherfucker. Lindell Townsell, right? I'm
How
on
does
his
the song
I'm
go?
on his page right now looking at this motherfucker. So this song came out in '92. It was called New New. And they actually a song came out. I want to say like 2 years ago,
How does it
where
go?
like one of these young cats made a remix to this
sing it or
shit,
something,
like
right?
redid the song. All right, y'all gonna make me sing this shit?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Because we don't know it.
All right, the song was like, remember it goes, new, yeah, new, new, yeah. Or that I could say,
Was it the Backstreet?
y'all know this shit?
No.
Hell no.
Like, New Kids
See,
on
this
the
shit been in
Block?
my fucking head for 25 years.
No.
Because
And you know that
the reason y'all don't know this shit is because the song. The reason y'all don't know the song is because the shit is fucking terrible, right? The shit never did any numbers.
Facts.
But
I can see why.
back in the day, that shit was like my favorite shit
What?
ever. Like no lie.
I've never
and the
heard
song
of
has
that
never left my head. You
I've
know what
never
I mean?
heard of that
So I
shit.
want to say I don't know who like redid this shit. I'll have to look that shit up later. But somebody else redid this shit like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's like the song came on, and I knew every fucking word to the shit. I'm like, damn, why the fuck do I know this song so well? Like, goddamn, because of my favorite song from back in '92.
That shit is funny. Lindell Townsend.
Lindell Townsend.
I have to look that up.
You know what's
Don't play it. Don't play that shit.
you was in New York, bro? You was in
You
New
gonna
York,
get us
son?
cut off for copyright purposes.
Motherfucking sprinkler.
Yes. The fuck is this?
Hey, KP, I need you to edit this whole part out.
Yeah. What the?
She turned away.
This was
Hey,
your song, yo?
Hey, this nigga must have
All
came.
that I could say was, yeah.
Are you serious?
All right, please turn it off, bro.
Please.
This nigga
Before I
must.
start voguing.
Hey,
That shit made me want to vogue.
Motherfucker, what?
hey,
That shit hard.
Hey,
Fire.
hey, this
That
nigga.
shit is
This nigga must have came and performed at Hugh Holla School as a kid, nigga.
On a promo run.
That's the only reason.
Come
that's the
on,
reason why you
kids,
don't
clap
know
your hands.
Hey, you know what's funny is that
Somebody did a
actually got another song that. Well, I feel it's not bad. Like it's one of the Hugh Holla songs. Y'all probably may not know it because it's like
a song that
one
make
of
you
the
wanna
shit you
vote.
just played and nobody don't really know.
A song that make you want to do the Vogue.
But I was watching, I finally got it. I don't know if y'all watched The Four. Shout out to Diddy and Khaled. The Four?
Nope.
The singing
I mean, I
competition.
know about it. I haven't seen it.
So
yet,
they had a
though.
chick that went on there, and her name was Rebecca Black, and she had a big ass song called Friday.
Wait, she was on the 4?
She was on The Four.
Why
This
is
is
she
what
on
I
The
love
Four?
about The Four. What actually, cause look, I was totally against The Four. Like literally, I just watched the whole season like 2 days ago. The whole first season
Oh, shit.
at one night because I was against The Four. Like man, I don't want to see another singing competition. But what's dope about it is they actually give people like second chances. So there's a lot of people that go on there who used to be signed. They were
that's
with a
dope.
boy,
That's
they were
dope.
with a boy band or a girl group or whatever. So they basically they can still come on there. Like literally, there's a dude on there called Saeed. He's dope as shit. But he won a Grammy for writing for Heather, whoever, somebody. But anyways,
sounds familiar.
yeah. I mean, but anyways, my point is they give people a second opportunity, even if you've been signed or whatever, because there's a lot of people who used to be signed because labels will sign anybody and then they fall off, or they even have a big record and then you fall off and you never get heard from again.
True,
So this chick
true.
calls Rebecca Black, and the song was Friday. If
You
y'all
liked
hear
that song,
I didn't like it, but it was a big hit. But at the same time, she also, because she came on the show and I had no idea,
You
because I
liked
remember
it.
the song,
Yeah,
and
you
I
liked
remember
that
saying as a kid, because she was like 13, she's 20 now, so 7 years ago. So 7 years ago, when I was like,
This one chick that was like from Australia.
yeah, I was like
It's not
21.
Thursday, but it's Friday.
Yeah, but it's funny because she came on the show and I never, like I said, because it's not my genre. I don't really like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it was a big song in that culture, you know what I'm saying, or in that genre. I felt like it was a
That
huge
song
song.
was
But I
fucking
hated it,
terrible.
you know what I'm saying? But it was funny because she came on the show and she was like, you don't understand, the reason why I fell off was because I got bullied so bad for that song because people were like on my
No, yeah,
head about it,
yeah,
like,
well, yeah, that
bro,
is
this
the
song
reason.
is horrible. I
For
can't-
good
yeah,
reason.
But you gotta understand, she was only 13, bro. So she was like, I was getting death threats about this song. Like, this shit is so, I want to come kill your ass. It's so fucking bad of a song. So she completely fell off because of that.
I
Like,
mean, people are stupid.
yeah, people are, I mean, if
No,
you don't like something,
I remember that shit as it was going down. Like she caught hell.
It's not Thursday. Yeah, she got popular for all the wrong reasons.
Right. She was
But that song
infamous.
is terrible.
but I mean, is that her fault or is that the label fault for selling it?
It's
as hard
her
as they
fault
did?
for coming out with it.
Well, she definitely
She
didn't
was
come
13,
up with it,
bro.
She definitely didn't come up with
She
it.
was 13, bro. Have
Whoever,
a heart, D Money. She was
whoever-
13.
Whoever her management was, who thought it was cool to put that
But
record
it
out.
didn't only go through management, nigga. It went through a full label, and she was signed, bro. That went through a full label and everything.
I think that song wasn't supposed to blow up as big as it did.
Nah, it was viral on YouTube, and that was when being viral on YouTube wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
So I don't think they could have predicted that shit.
No, yeah, she blew up for the wrong. Like people was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah,
And
they-
like she got huge.
and they went after her head.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
the songs that I like that people don't like are usually like No Limit songs.
Because No Limit was like, to me, back in the day, it was like a hit or a miss.
Hey,
like,
fam, I wasn't fucking with No Limit. That shit was trash for the most part. for me.
there we go right there. That's like the shit like that I fuck with, but I won't say it's trash. I think the shit is dope, but everybody else is like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, Silk the Soccer, trash. Silk
I mean,
Soccer.
Silk the Soccer
Silk
is
the
terrible.
Soccer.
Sick the soccer player.
Silk
Silk the
the
Soccer, yeah,
Silk
Silk
the
the Soccer.
Soccer.
Offbeat is his name.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
Silk is terrible.
the shit was
But
terrible.
a lot of the other stuff I
I think
really
the general
rocked with heavy.
consensus was that No Limit and Silk the Shocker and
That was a culture,
artists
man.
from there. They were all trash. That shit.
Nah, B. Niggas was not trash. Yo.
Nah, they was trash.
People who fucked
Nah,
with that
'cause,
shit, it was
hey,
like a joke.
I mean, for the most part, yes,
They
but
was
Master P could ride the fuck out of a beat.
It was trendsetters.
I
B.
mean, make him say shit like that was dope.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He
He
could
can ride
dope
the-
ass anthems.
He could ride the shit out of a beat. You know what I'm saying? When
But
he
I
wanted
was-
to. But for the most
yeah.
part, all the other shit, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I couldn't. I
Like-
couldn't get down with it.
like Fiend. Nobody rock with Fiend.
Nah, I wasn't rocking with Fiend.
Nah.
Like
Nah.
Skullduggery,
No.
Cain and Abel.
Nope.
Mia X was dope.
Nope.
Nah.
Come on, B.
You know what? Mia X was doper than most of the people on the roster. I will give her that. Like, she was the hardest fucking rapper. Like, how does that even happen? Mia X, the hardest fucking rapper on No Limit.
For the most part, yeah, she was.
I mean, yeah,
She was right up there.
Oh, you know what's a perfect song that I feel like is terrible, but I love?
What?
Laffy Taffy.
You right. I agree with you. That is a pretty terrible song.
Yeah,
That song is horrible.
That I rocks with.
But
that
I
shit was
rocks with
fucking
it.
terrible.
But when
Actually,
it come
that whole
on,
D4L movement.
Hey, but when it come
Yeah.
on, you can't help but to smile and get to snapping.
Yeah.
Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy. And you automatically go
It's
into
so
it.
stupid ass song. Yeah.
Oh,
It's some
y'all
dumb
niggas-
ass song. I hate this shit. You dancing up
You're right.
Get
with a
that,
big
y'all.
ass smile on your face.
In formation immediately.
I'll tell you my hypocrite song, nigga. Soldier Boy, crank that, nigga, boy. This shit is garbage.
You go you at least one time in that motherfucker, no matter how much you hate that shit.
Oh, get it. Everybody get in line, please.
Right.
This shit's terrible. Yo, I was fucking biggest hypocrite. That one.
Soldier Boy, man.
I feel the same with Wobble. Wobble is the dumbest song in the fucking world.
I
But
still
because
hate
it's
that
a
shit.
line
I can't
dance,
really fuck with Wobble.
Yeah.
because it's a goddamn line dance, it goes.
You know how I
get
feel
by,
about
But I fucking hate that shit.
I
y'all
tolerate
niggas know
it,
how I
but
feel about line dances.
Like, y'all
Yeah,
gotta understand.
niggas-
Number one. Hold on, I'm gonna shut all fucking conversations down right now. If you want to sit here and defend the motherfucking Wobble, it is made by motherfucking VIC.
I'm not defending. I'm not
Yeah.
defending.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for everybody
Oh.
listening
Ain't
and
a
watching.
damn
it.
motherfucker
It's
defending
fucking
the Wobble.
made by VIC.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is VIC to you?
Well, first
Big
off,
I know you don't like that nigga. You
First
know what I'm saying?
off,
Like,
VIC don't even like the Wild. He don't even like. The
he was
song.
surprised when it took off.
He was like,
He was like, "What the fuck?"
yeah.
Like, the nigga made the song. They pushed it. It didn't do nothing. They dropped the song.
And then,
then,
some university.
Somebody started shucking and jiving, and y'all niggas know I fucking can't stand fucking
Hey.
line dance.
Hey, fuck what
Hey,
you heard.
with a
Shout out to the
passion.
line dancers.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey,
Shout out to
you
the
know what's
line
funny?
dancers.
That nigga is somewhere forever eating right now.
Yeah,
he is.
That goddamn
Yeah, she's
song.
getting a $2.95 residual check every time that song
He
play.
working. No, that's me
Absolutely.
and Trinidad James, son.
Yes.
And it's
All
because
Gold
that was
Everything
that
is
was
fucking terrible.
around.
And
the-
you know,
I liked All Gold everything.
Nah.
See, that was
All
the
Gold
era.
Every- oh
no,
my
that's
gosh.
just
I
a
fucked
terrible
with
song.
that shit.
But it's dope.
But you know what's funny?
and it birthed a whole lot.
Hey, you know what's funny though?
The birth of what?
And I'm mad.
birthed
I'm
the
mad.
whole lot.
I'm mad
As
at.
in Uptown Funk.
Hey, I'm mad at Trinidad James. Wanna know why? Because that song is horrible. It was one of the songs I hated, but when I played it in the club, it was undeniable, and that made me like it. If
That
any
shit was
DJ, if
fire
you're a
in the
real
club.
DJ, you know
You
how it
had
goes.
songs that you hated.
Yes,
that
did you hate it then went
everybody
and
else.
you can't help it, and then eventually, if you see whether you got 50 people, 100 people, 300 people, 400, 500, however many people you DJ for, when you see your whole crowd get up and vibe to something, eventually you gonna like that song.
You into that motherfucker because you're gonna like the energy that comes with it.
Exactly. So that was one of those songs. But number one, I met the dude. We actually cool. He's a great fucking person. Like he's a
He
great
seemed
person.
cool.
Yeah, but his fucking project that he dropped was fucking immaculate. The shit
Yo.
was so goddamn dope.
Listen, that shit was fucking fire,
His fucking project was so motherfucking dope.
bro. Let me tell you,
He got a
Fuck.
swag all his own.
that whole shit was fire. That
He's
shit,
the
that Welcome to
epitome-
Vegas shit,
Oh my.
fucking.
He's the epitome
Fire.
of original though. Like
And I didn't
Trinidad
understand it
James.
because when I heard the shit, I listened to it just because I'm like, man, it got to be more trash on this. And I was literally in awe the whole fucking project. Like, oh my God, this nigga is fucking talented as shit.
Absolutely, absolutely. That whole shit. I had that shit in rotation for over a year.
The niggas-
Over a year, like I would randomly like, let me listen to this "Don't Be Safe" shit. "Don't Be Safe" was the name of the fucking the first project. All Go Everything was on. Like, let me throw this "Don't Be Safe" on, and that whole shit fucking slapped. The production was crazy. What he was talking about was different, and it wasn't way out Atlantis as you would think it
I mean,
would be from his single.
A lot of the Atlanta style. If niggas want to keep it real, they got it from Trinidad James. Like a lot of style that these niggas is rocking now.
Yo, I mean,
He,
yeah,
he birthed that whole swag.
yo, the shit was fire. Yeah, shout out to Trinidad James, cause goddamn.
Yeah, and then you know
I
what?
still every once in a Team Vacation is a joint that he talking about Vegas or whatever. I still randomly play that shit like on a Sunday if I'm cleaning up. That's one of my go-to joints because it just got a feel good fucking vibe.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and shout out to Trinidad James because I mean, even after that, it made me go back and watch because All Go Everything was like one of those little Dicky type tracks where the video kind of dropped with the
And-
song,
Yeah, true.
and that shit was trending everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, because the shit was so like, what the fuck going on in this video? He was super hood. You didn't know. I mean, he was from Atlanta, but you couldn't tell he was from Atlanta. His name was Trinidad James.
Yeah.
So you didn't know what the fuck was going on. Everything you assumed about the dude, it wasn't a fact.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
it
yeah.
drew you into the video. You're like, yo, where the fuck is this dude from? Is he from Trinidad? Is he from Atlanta? He say he from Atlanta. He's super hood in the video. Man, that shit was dope. I fuck with
right.
it.
And then shout out to him because he also made an appearance in Pitch Perfect 3.
Yeah.
And he did a great job. And also,
Sure did.
actually, shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy Looney too, because he was.
Hell yeah, he was his DJ.
He was his DJ. And hey, that's my
Yeah.
real life nigga. You know what I'm saying? He from Cali. You know what I'm saying? He be doing his goddamn thing, but he made the movie too.
Looney go ham.
Looney go ham. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So, and then like I said, I mean, I met Trinidad James, and I mean, I understand why they're friends. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, because Trinidad James super down to earth, super cool. But they actually made that movie funny as hell. The movie was terrible.
Yeah.
I look. I come from R&B background and singing or whatever, so I love fucking singing. So I love Pitch Perfect, but that third one I could have did with that one.
Yeah, it was all bad. So
That movie was all bad. But they definitely was a bright spot in the fucking movie. But nah, shout out to Trinidad for being dope. All Gold, everything still trash. But
Yeah, trash but dope. Dope because it also birthed Uptown Funk, which
Absolutely.
is dope. And we could argue that set Bruno Mars on a whole completely different trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Because that set off the whole funk movement from going on. You know, like before that he was doing like his reggae vibes.
yep,
But then
that's
they
true.
did Uptown Funk, and it was on some funky shit, which obviously fucking Trinidad James was. The sidebar, to this day, I play the remix. Like whenever I play Uptown Funk, I play the remix with Trinidad James on it. Because
That's dope.
he fucking killed that verse.
Yeah, now Trinidad James is actually a great artist. I don't feel like I think he's underrated, absolutely, because he's out there and he's always been out there. But honestly, that's how he is. All Gold, everything. People kind of thought he was like kind of forcing it, like just to be different. But I honestly think that his personality is a very different personality. Like he's
fuck
a
around.
person.
That's really him.
Yeah, like he's honestly like that. And shout out to him for having just a little thick. A lot of people like chop that up to Mystical and Lil Dicky. Because that was like one of Mystical's comebacks. And Lil Dicky kills everything he's fucking on. But it's actually
everything.
a Trinidad James track, and he actually kills his shit out the gate. He actually set the tone for the fucking song.
Definitely.
And it was definitely a dope. So I think he's going to be one of them artists like every 5 years he'll find
pop
something
up and
that'll pop. You know what I'm saying? Definitely that. I mean, I don't know if y'all got any more tracks that are terribly awesome.
What y'all got? Hugh Holler.
Can't think of no more.
I'm fucking Mad D Money over here ruined my first shit, talking about he hate
because that
lime in the
shit's
coconut.
terrible.
Yeah, but you don't even like it,
Yeah,
so you
it's
shouldn't even mention it.
Whatever.
Okay. Anyway,
Terrible.
so that's my number one pick, Tiger. Lime in the coconut.
Boo.
That's my guilty pleasure. I don't know why. The shit is terrible, but I fuck with it. I fuck with the remix because the remix got Lil Wayne on it, and the shit is just super fucking dope.
You know what's my shit is pump the jam, pump it up. Why your beat up?
Oh, that's terrible.
You know what?
What's that, Technotronic?
Yeah, Technotronic.
Fucking Technotronic.
You know what I think I like? I think I like most of all Technotronic songs, but them shit is kind of like corny as fuck.
Fuck yeah. Technotronic shit is fucking hella
Like,
corny.
All that jock jam shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That shit
Baby,
is hella
let
funny.
me show you how to do this. Yeah, do it.
Hey, that shit was on a movie, right? Like that shit was on. I forget what movie it was on, but that shit was on
Shake
like
that body.
Yeah.
Shake that body, baby. Shit, we can wrap the shit up, B.
that shit hella funny.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up, B.
Oh my gosh, man! Shout out to all the people who love corny ass songs.
Wrap that shit up, B.
Hell yeah. Y'all gotta hit us with y'all corny songs.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
love
Make sure
corny
y'all like I said, you can always follow us at RSDJZ. We always post the artwork to the episode, so you can comment underneath there with any of your feelings you had on this episode. If you got some corny ass songs that you hate to love,
Hell yeah.
definitely drop them there.
If y'all need a DJ, holla at your boy.
Oh my gosh, you totally took that last. If you watch it on YouTube, you could definitely just drop it on the comment section. If you get nuck, if you buck, we would definitely get buck back with your ass.
Hey, we have no problems.
We want the smoke.
We want all the comment smoke.
You busy.
Absolutely. You already know what it is, man. Busy the Rockstar DJ.
Rockstar DJ K Player.
The Rockstar DJ D Money.
Nigga, it's hot in here.
Hell yeah, it is. God damn it.
Fucking Hugh in his fucked up throat. For the record.
Put a record.